basically, it was really interesting because she told us from the beginning that she wanted one of us in the room with her when she was doing the C-section.
Room, yeah, for the C-section.
And she even said like, I'm so sad that both of you cannot be there because of the laws and everything like that. So let me see if I can even tell the hospital that to see if both of you can be. But that was something that she communicated from the beginning, stating, I want you guys the day off. So we're gonna schedule a C-section so that way you guys can go there and be there with me when it happens. Because I want you guys to be there. So we're like, yeah, of course, because it's good. That way it gives you time a little bit ahead to plan and everything. But for us, I'm like, Tyler is gonna be the one in the room. It's like, he's the most sensitive guy. But basically, that was an easy decision. But basically, it was good that she communicated that as well, that she would love for us to have it there. And that's how we coordinate everything from there.
So I actually had the opportunity of being in the OR with her when she delivered, and what an amazing moment that I'll never forget. Wow, the magic of that moment, just having her there, beside me, and I was sitting beside her, and she had her arms stretched out, of course, on the table, and I just asked her, I was like, hey, do you mind if I just rub your arm? And I just rubbed her arm and she just held her hand there as she was going through that time, that moment. And I you can see the anxiety and you can see the pressure, on her face. And of course, things are happening and the baby's being delivered. And so I just really wanted to make her comfortable in that moment, and it wasn't about me. It wasn't, really about anyone else except for her in that moment until the baby was delivered. And I think, when he first came out and I heard him cry for the first time and they brought him around the corner that I couldn't see, the pediatrician and the nurse where they cleaned him and everything was right beside me, literally right beside me. And it was really kind of a crazy moment because our birth mom looked over at the same time that I looked over, and I kind of backed up a little bit just so she could see, because all she could do was tilt her head over. And I wanted her to be able to experience that moment as well with me, because she was so gracious to allow me to be there in the first place. And so we both just, I think both of us were crying, and just sharing in that moment. And I remember seeing him for the first time, and I just thought like, wow, what a tiny life. Like, life just happened, he's here, and everything that you had planned up up until that moment just kind of didn't matter anymore. It was all just a plan, and now he's here, and now life is just going to happen naturally. And just seeing him for the first time, and me being there, I wanted to hold him and wanted to squeeze him, and they asked me if I wanted to cut the cord, and I said yes. So she said that was perfectly fine. So I cut the cord, and clean cut, great cut, by the way. Should have been a surgeon. Then I got to wheel him out of the OR back up to the room, and Ozzy was waiting in the waiting room upstairs at the OB, and I remember the nurse going in and telling him, come out, he's here, your son's here. And Ozzy came out and joined me there, and we were both with him together, going into the nursery for the first time. And what an amazing moment.
Yeah, it's like it's here.
Yeah.
It's finally here, it happened. So
it feels like a picture, it feels like a camera in my head just took a picture of that moment, and I can forever see that moment of Ozzy coming out of the room and meeting me there, pushing his little basket with him in it, and us being together for the first time as a family. Just
it's like a chapter closes and another one opens.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
And he's here. Yeah. Perfection.